Team Tillman, and this is Cinnamon. Today we're going to talk about our pets, these little furry guys that we love. When you are listing your home or you have an open house, it's really important to take care of these little guys. Many people, believe it or not, are afraid of something this size and this cute. So when you are going to have showings, obviously you leave your house. It's a great idea if you can take your dogs with you. Now I understand sometimes your dogs are bigger. Maybe you need to kennel them, which is fine. But I would suggest putting them in a place where somebody could not necessarily let them out. People will bring their kids and they'll be sticking their little fingers in the cages or something like that. So it's best to have them kind of out of sight. I would love it if you could have them out of sound too. Those big, deep barks sometimes scare people. So taking care of your dogs would be wonderful. If you could take them over to a neighbor's house, if they have a fenced-in yard, a family member is perfect. A lot of times people who have cats will leave their cats. We see many times, don't let the cat out. Many times it's tough to keep those cats inside. People have cats that will hide a little bit, which is fine. But if possible, you have a cat carrier, take your cat with you as well. Maybe put it in a room or someplace where it will be safe and away from people. The other thing to think about, if you have birds, if you have fish, if you have hamsters, make sure those places are clean that you keep them in, if it's the cage, if it's a fish tank. A lot of times if they're dirty or they have an odor to them, it carries through on the house and people just get a bad feeling for it. So those are some of the tips. If you have pets, that will make your showing and your open houses run much easier. Let's go over to Chad and Dan as they talk about getting your house ready when you have pets and some of the things you can do to make it more presentable.
Hi, I'm Chad Blank.
And I'm Dan Tillman, and we're with Team Tillman.
Now I know for many of you, pets are a wonderful addition to your family, but unfortunately for some, pets are not really, your pet, your dog, your cat is not their best friend. Up to a third of Americans are allergic to either dogs or cats, and actually 2 times as many people are allergic to cats than they are dogs. I have been showing some buyers houses who are really allergic to cats, and we walked into a house and they can tell instantly that there is a cat in the house. We've turned around and walked right back out the door. They didn't even want to look at that house. So if you have a dog or a cat, you could potentially be turning off up to a third of the total house buying population. Now there are some solutions to help prepare your house if you do have these pets to help it so people who are allergic are able to look at the house. Now Dan, you know if you have a dog or a cat, accidents do happen and there are some solutions.
Yes, they do, and some of the solutions are, the first place is to steam clean the carpet, and it'll look nice, but it does not eliminate the problem. The sediments as well as the stains may still be there below that surface. When you peel up the carpet, was the best part to do is, and then peel up the pad, you'll be able to see on the plywood floor exactly what's there. Now, I have an example of that just happening not long ago in a home, and what we did was we ended up peeling it back. We used a stain blocker on the plywood, and as well as the tack strip. You can't forget about the tack strip because some of those stains are in the corners of the room. In the case of hardwood floors, that's a different story. You can sand the hardwood floors. However, when you do that, you're going to have to stain it a dark stain in order for all of that to blend. So it's not a very easy task, but one in which you have to do. Now the problem with all that was, once it was completed, they had to eliminate the dog and the cats from the home until the home was sold to prevent accidents from happening again on the brand new flooring. And turning away potential buyers.
Yeah, and you know, it's not actually just the accidents. Cats especially have dander, in which people who are allergic to cats can really smell that dander, and that really is what affects the allergies. So once you do replace that carpet, the cat just cannot come back in the house. Dogs, probably the same thing. Keep the, find a different home, maybe a relative or friend that can hold the dogs until the house is sold. Now there's a couple solutions too. So if you are moving into a house and maybe you had some of the stains and you want to get rid of all the carpets, and you have a dog and you're like, what can I do so I don't have to replace carpet and everything? This luxury vinyl planking is actually a wonderful option. It is water resistant, so if there's an accident and you clean it up right away, it won't go through. And the best thing, especially with dogs, it's scratch resistant. It's very, very hard to scratch this thing. So if you put hardwood floors down, it's very easy to get scratched and you have to sand and refinish it multiple times. This is an excellent option. Another thing that we've done is sometimes you have your dogs just on one level. And for example, with this particular product here, you'll see if it's something like this and they get all scratched up and everything, there's a floor paint that you can use that can cover all that up and clean it up real nicely. All this stuff, again, fairly inexpensive, fairly simple to do. We do have resources at Team Tillman that can help you take care of these particular problems, help you with the carpet, the flooring, as well as when you go through, do an inspection of your house, tell you, kind of advise you what to do with your pets and how to get ready for sale. Thanks for joining us for this week's Tuesday Tips with Team Tillman. Subscribe for next week's tips video and join us at teamtillmanmn.com. There you'll find on our event page we have in-person seminars that go over simple home improvements. Also, we have additional resources and ebooks for all your personal real estate needs. Finally, we are proud to offer a $1,000 off closing cost buyer or seller program.
Join us next week for another Tuesday Tips with Team Tillman. Thanks for watching.